Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Just going to put out a couple of thoughts that have been on my mind throughout the night. Actually, watching last night what would you call it? The production of the two candidates seemed more like a fight to me. And now the main event. Come out fighting. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The things they want us to watch, the attention they want us to give to the things that they feel they want us to see. On another note, a funny note, I saw a parent actually parenting. His child was a bully at school, so he was having him run about 1 mile in a small neighborhood to school. So he would be a joy to have in the classroom instead of a burden to his teacher. Anyway, I'm going to get on with a little message that I felt was something I was thinking about. Just share it with you for your thoughts, your prayers. Thinking about what they're wanting us to do is to have all of our attention on these two candidates that they want you to choose, this one or that one. But if we think about actually what's going on, there is only one person that has the answer to all of these problems. So this morning, the race was brought to my attention by the Holy Spirit. There's only one that can fix the problems that are on this earth. And now a second person has developed a symptom. Excuse me, the phone's going, never stops. This morning, someone is now developed another symptom from this immunization they're wanting to put in you. A little child, 6 years old, forever changed because she was put up as a guinea pig. Do you think she had a choice? So do you know what polls spelled backwards mean? That's something else to think about. I'll just pass that along. So I was thinking about whose name are you going to put on the ballot if you are registered. If you're not registered, you're off the grid. That's one of the grids. But if you are on the grid, you're going to have to put something down if you do vote, or if you just don't vote at all, then that's a no. But if you do put something down, I was thinking what people have been thinking about. I'm not the first one that came up with this. Everybody's typing in. What if believers just chose not to write what they expected and instead wrote something like Jesus 2020? A lot of believers believe he's coming back very soon. Some believers think that he's coming back this year. In fact, Jonathan Cahn had all of the shofars blowing recently. Jesus Return 2020. But I just start thinking about that. Therefore, we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily ensnares us. The sin. Is that a sin? What happened to that little girl? With endurance. Let us run the race with endurance. Endurance. We're enduring a lot, aren't we? We are enduring so much. Let us run the race with endurance that is set before us, to looking unto Jesus. That's who we're supposed to be looking unto, not these candidates. The author. Jesus is the author and finisher of our faith. Do you put your faith in man, or do you put your faith in Jesus, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross. Do you think Jesus even got out and voted? What did he say? Give Caesar what is Caesar's. He just said, I do my Father's business. I don't do man's business. I do my Father's business. Are we doing our Father's business every single morning that we get up? Despising the shame. Despising the shame. And has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame. Despising the shame. They shamed Jesus. Have they shamed you today? Has somebody shamed you for taking a stand for Jesus today? They shamed him. He despised the shame. But he has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Many people have been seeing Jesus lately standing up beside God, just waiting for him to say, go get him. Go get him. Therefore, since we are also surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay down aside every weight. Every weight. Let those things go. And the sin which so easily ensnares us, don't be ensnared by what they want you to think, what they want you to do. You have no other choice but those two candidates. Yes, you do have another choice. You do have another choice. In fact, this might be the last choice that you have, the last time you have to put down what's honestly in your heart if you are going to vote. This might be the last election. The last time when you can put down something on that ballot for what you believe in. Who do you think should be the leader? Who is the leader? Who is the one that can fix the problem? Okay, so that was on my mind. The other thing I thought about was the keys to the kingdom. The keys. Everybody's wanting to give you a key. Here's a key. And they all stand when someone gets a key from a city. You know, Israel gave the key of Jerusalem, I believe it was, to Trump. Netanyahu gave Trump the key. Did you know that? What are the 7 keys to the kingdom? What does Matthew 16:19 mean? I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. You see, God has given each of us a key. We just have to figure out what to do with the key. What are you going to do with the key that's in your hand? You do have a key. If you're born again, you do have a key. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. You either believe that or you don't. What are you binding on earth that will be bound in heaven? And what are you loosing on earth that will be loosed in heaven? Anything? Or are you just sitting down? Have you just given up? Have you said, well, they're bigger than me. I can't do anything about it. What am I going to do about it? Well, you do have a choice. You can write anything you want. Anything you want. You can bind anything you want. You can loose anything you want that the Holy Spirit puts in your heart. So that's all I have to say. Simple message. The keys of the kingdom. And remember, who will you vote for today? Actually, the keys of the kingdom is given to Peter, which means that Peter has the authority to bind and loose. The verbs in the future perfect tense will have been bound, will have been loosed, suggest that the heavenly decision preceded Peter's declaration of it on earth. Bind and loose are judicial terms denoting forbid, and permit. Interesting, isn't it? Forbidding or permitting. This expression is to contrast Peter's authority in teaching with that of the Pharisees and the scribes, Matthew 23:13. In Matthew 18:18, the same authority is given to all disciples. Something to think about this day. So God bless you this day. I pray that that gives you something to think about, something to pray about. Love you guys. See you soon.